times when Judge Judy showed no mercy.
You have to give her money back.
Well, I'm not going to do that.
You have to give her. That's why we're here. That's why we're here.
That's told what her there are no refunds. And
well, that's too bad. I don't care what you told her. Then you're a scammer.
Absolutely not. Everyone is happy and everyone always gets a puppy.
Then you are a scammer.
Oh my gosh. I would never roll up to court, Judge Judy's court at that, and her declare the winner of the case and what is owed and be like, well, I'm not paying it. I don't think that's how it works. I don't think that's how it works.
You're a fibber.
I'm a what?
Fibber.
Okay.
Liar.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so you moved in May.
I have the phone number.
Well, what difference does it make? You weren't living there. I asked you where you were living. You told me that's where you were living. When I was going to call, you said, well, I wasn't really living there. I was living with my mother.
Only for a month.
What month?
June.
Clearly she's a liar.
Oh, she's sassy.
I know she is.
Oh, girl. Whew. I could feel the tension. I could feel her attitude. I get it. No one wants to be completely annihilated by Judge Judy, especially on TV. So I get you would have this defense up naturally, especially someone as sassy as myself.
If you're trying to win a court case,
it's not the way to do it.
I'm going to give you a piece of advice. Don't sell dogs to teenagers.
No.
A 17-year-old can't take care of themselves. And if you care about a puppy, and this is a big puppy to take care of, you don't sell a puppy to a 17-year-old or to an 18-year-old. I mean, I think that people should be able to have...
I see my mistake.
It was a mistake because they're idiots. They don't know anything about life or taking care of anything. She knows how to have her hair done, and she knows how to get just the right color on her hair, but she doesn't know how to take care of this. Okay. Did you work at Pizza Hut?
At that time, I did not work at Pizza Hut.
No, not at that time. Did you ever work at Pizza Hut?
Yes.
I never worked at Pizza Hut. You worked at Pizza Hut.
Oh, Judge Judy is just showing absolutely no mercy for this girl. I gotta say, I think this is the first time that I would argue Judge Judy. I don't agree that at 17 years old, you're an idiot and that you can't take care of yourself. I moved out when I was 17 years old to my very own apartment, paid all my bills, worked full-time job, went to school full-time, had to take care of myself. So I don't know. And I know there's people who have probably had to take care of themselves at a very young age because they're put in certain situations. So, Judge Judy, I love you, but we might have beef on this one. We might have beef on this one. I don't agree with that.
Yeah, he started throwing punches.
Just a second. So you want Mrs. Harrison to pay for the glasses?
Yes, ma'am.
That's not happening. Tell him to get a job and pay for his own glasses.
Why would that be?
That would be because he was the aggressor. That would be because he was the aggressor.
But a hat is not permanent damage.
That would be because, well, if somebody put my hat in the garbage, I would not put it on my head again. And he was the aggressor to begin with. He was the initial aggressor and kept it going. And he was a bully who got his comeuppance. You pay for his glasses and tell him not to be a bully.
Oh man! See, this I can get on board with, Judge Judy. Now we are vibing again, okay? Love to see it. Love to see it! Wow. I didn't know you could take cases like this to like court. Like bully cases like that? I feel like the court would be very busy all the time, which is very sad. It's not a laughing matter, it's very sad. But I'm happy that she called them out and was like, well, don't be a bully. I wish I could see that whole episode. I bet it's really interesting. The evidence and the proof. I need the tea.
That's outrageous. Outrageous.
I didn't do
Your
it.
conduct, yes you did.
I didn't
Your
do it.
conduct is outrageous. Your motivation is outrageous.
My son was crying in the house.
I want to tell you
banged
something.
on the door.
I
That
want to
was
tell you
it.
something.
No damage.
I know exactly who
and
you
he
are.
ripped me out the car.
I
and
know
left marks on me.
exactly. I know exactly who you are.
Let me guess. She's outrageous. How many times she said outrageous? Everything about her was outrageous. Her conduct, the way she talked, who she is. I don't know why, but apparently she's outrageous. I mean, I guess you could be called worse from Judge Judy. Outrageous is actually one of the nicer words that she's chosen to use.
Dan
Okay.
would loan money all the time, okay? If you were an employee, if you worked for Dan and you needed to borrow some money till the next payday, or you needed to
And
borrow
why
money.
did you steal from him? You were convicted of stealing from him.
Yes, ma'am, I was convicted
So
of
if he
forgery.
was a nice guy, Miss Smalley, and loaned all of his employees money when they needed it, and according to you, loaned you money on successive why'd you steal from him?
Actually,
you were convicted of stealing from
Yes,
him.
ma'am, I was. But
Okay. So would you want to tell me why? No, first I asked the why.
I made a mistake.
You made two mistakes. The second one is coming here and telling me the story.
Oh. I mean, she's not wrong. You've been convicted of stealing. You've admitted to the stealing. And now you're saying you made a mistake. So your case isn't looking very strong. Like, why are you here right now trying to fight it? I have a very confident feeling that she did not win.
Your view of the law is wrong. And I'm going to explain why. When you are selling merchandise, any kind of merchandise, new or used, the chatter that a salesman tells you is what you call puffing. It's a cream puff of a car. It was only driven by a little old lady going to the Piggly Wiggly every Sunday to buy her groceries. Other than that, it's always been garaged. Nobody ever touched it.
What? The Piggly Wiggly? What's a Piggly Wiggly and where can I go to the Piggly Wiggly? She was puffing, cream puff, and Piggly Wiggly all in about 30 seconds. That was magical. I'm happy we got to witness that together, you guys.
That's why you're supposed to bring a lawsuit promptly. That's why the law says you're supposed to bring a lawsuit as soon as you possibly can so that everybody's mind is fresh. He wants to tell me the truth. You want to tell me the truth as best as you can remember it, but you don't remember it, right?
I remember.
Well, you didn't. I mean, how could you remember it and tell me that you had been out to dinner with him and you were on your way home from dinner when you had an argument and you pulled into Rick's house?
I understand. I just got confused about where we were prior.
That's not confused. That was very clear.
Ooh, yeah. I remember seeing, I don't know who the judge was, but in one of these judge videos I've done, they were there talking about something, a lost or stolen something from 15 years ago. Like, come on. They cannot really take a case on like that, can they? Because that just seems like we're wasting everybody's time. There is no way I'm remembering details about 15 years ago over something like a stolen cell phone. Like, 15 years ago? That's half my life. I immediately and suddenly feel very old.
You mean one day the landlord came up and said, I think you should grow marijuana in the house.
Correct.
This is where I think you should grow it?
Correct.
Is that what happened?
Yes, and she left, when they moved out, she left the grow lights, the grow plants, the pirate strip, pictures of it, and the buckets and everything else. But I didn't grow it in the house. It was outside the house on the back.
Why did you do it? I'm asking you.
I did it because I was tired of paying for weed.
That look after she laughed and was like, okay, well, he's being honest. Boom, daggers. There's the truth. I mean, I was like, bro, you grew some medical marijuana. I don't know what I can say on here. You grew some green and blamed it on your landlord, saying that they made me. They told me to. And it's one of those things, if your friend tells you to jump off a bridge, are you going to? And then he admitted that he didn't want to pay for it. Okay, so why are we here?
You've wisely or unwisely made a child together. You don't have the right to take the child away from the other parent. He would not have that right to take the child away from you. That's what the court said to you. It said you can't remove the child from the child's home state. That's what the child said. And Florida is the home state, and Florida will make an order of custody because that's reasonable. Otherwise, the person who grabs the child first removes the child to another jurisdiction, and then you've got to go find them. That's why the states cooperate with each other in directing that the children be returned to their home state. I assume that the lawyer explained that to you. And if the lawyer didn't explain that to you, I'm explaining it to you.
She started packing up her papers. Right when Judge Judy started proving her point, she's like, all right, time to pack it up. Let me just collect my things and be on my way. Because she knows where this is going. Oh boy.
So you had added those rims yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
That you purchased from somebody else?
Correct.
Who did you purchase them from?
Amazon.
So they were new?
Yes, ma'am.
And how much did you pay for them, new?
I don't remember. Somewhere between $300 and $350 a wheel, so approximately $1,400.
It's what young people do.
I do too.
You do too?
Yeah.
You've spent a lot of money on just the wheels?
Oh, no, not on wheels. I use Amazon.
I use Amazon. That is not just a young person thing. I actually think Amazon was used by not old people, but older than the younger people. Young people are still going into stores and stuff like that. Amazon, I feel like so adulting when I'm on Amazon. When I was young, like Amazon that was just not a thing. I never thought to use Amazon.
Why didn't you give them their money back?
I did agree to give them their money back. Now,
so why didn't you do it?
Because there was an agreement that we had. They told us if you give us your TV, you don't have to pay us rent.
Did you ever tell them that? That's the dumbest thing I ever heard.
Well, that's the dumb thing he did.
Well,
and we have recording
I'm
to
going to
prove
undo
it.
dumbness.
Okay.
I'm going to undo dumbness.
Please do, because he's very dumb.
No, you're very dumb.
I'm not very dumb.
You rent a room, people give you $1,700 a week later. They're told by the building management that they can't live there. They're kicked out. And you say, he said he would take the TV instead of the $1,700.
Wow, undo dumbness. I feel like she has said this before because that sticks out to me, and I always sat here and ever since I've heard this from her before, I wonder, I wish I could undo dumbness in situations in my life, from other people, from myself at certain points in life. Imagine we could just hit an undo button in life. Oh my God. What would you undo? That's too much. This video could be like an hour long if I really sat here and talked about things I would undo. But is there anything you would undo? Time to leave before this gets a little too deep, okay? I'm out of here, you guys. Leave a like, subscribe, do all the things. I will see you in another video. Stay classy out there. Stay sassy. Bye.